Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the daily reading for the 12th of April 2018. How are you doing? I'm doing it outside today because it's just so glorious and I've got a little bit of a break in between readings. So apologies that these are a little bit late today. I had stuff to do this morning and I had to drive down into the main town and sort the car out and everything like that. So I didn't have time to do them beforehand. But yeah, good morning, Tanisha. So I'm gonna do these. Yes, I'm more than well to my turquoise. It's beautiful, honestly. I wish there was feeler vision or something like that, so you could actually feel the sun here. It's gorgeous, you know. So yeah, I've said this week that I wanted to do dailies. Like I say, I'm not committing to doing them all of the time. You know, I would love to, but obviously it's only when time allows, and I do have a little bit of a break, so I wanted to carry on. So this is it. It'll be a full week that I've done dailies, it's been quite a while since I've done that. So how's everybody feeling? Is it good? Is anybody feeling the shift in the with the Mercury energy? Because it goes direct again on the 15th, and I'm really, really feeling it. Excuse this thing above my head. It's like a camouflage net that we have to shade us from the sun, but it's stretching. I need to take it up and put it up a tree, but I'm here by myself, so I can't do it at the minute. So I've probably picked the wrong place to actually work here today, but this is where the table was. So I hope that's all right for you. It's pouring. Yeah, it was last night again. We had really bad rain again last night, where the passageway keeps flooding with the rain, but it's terrazzo floors, so it's okay. Um, right, okay, not so now. I mean, we Mercury doesn't go direct until the 15th, okay, and we have a new moon as well. So, like I say, there's still some energies about, but just allow them and ride them out, because things are getting better. I woke up this. I didn't wake up this morning. The song, when I went to pull the cards, I had the song in my head. And it was, what was it? Woke up this morning. I think it was feeling fine. There's something special on my mind. Last night I met a new girl in the neighborhood or something like that. I don't know, but that was the song, and something tells me I'm into something good, I think. Yeah, so I can't remember. It was an old 60s song, but that was playing in my head. But it's a really happy day, and I like I say, I had to go down and pick a car up this morning. My friend went to the airport, and I was driving up. And like I say, the last couple of weeks have been tough. And I was driving up, a song came on off my iPod just randomly, which is one of my favorite singers. The tunes were on loud, and I was driving up, the sun was shining, and I just thought, wow, I am so, so lucky. So, like I say, it's always about being grateful for what you have and not focusing on what you haven't, because, like I say, our lives, when we're going through problems or whatever, there is somebody in the world who our life is a dream life to them, so like I say, it's always just coming back down to center and giving a little bit gratitude as well. Yeah, Herman's Hermits, that's who it was. Glow and Tanya, your new surrounds are suiting you. Yeah, I do think they are. I really, I love them, Julia. It's bizarre. I keep pinching myself. But yeah, last night one of my friends phoned me from the UK at what time was it? It was about 3:30 my time, and I stayed on the phone until round about 7 o'clock this morning. But honestly, what a wonderful conversation it was. It was great. When you really, really feel the love, and it was, yeah, it was fantastic. So, I was very, very happy with that. So, right, I'm going to get on with the cards rather than waffling. It's almost like I'm on my tea break from work here, so I just want to like hang out. But I know you are all here for the cards. So this is what I'm going to look at. So quite interesting they are today. Again, I'm using the stretch tarot. I'm going to use the stretch tarot all of this week, because I do love the imagery on these. And I'm a little bit, this card that I pulled today, I'm a little bit, I don't know. I'm in two minds, okay? With the messages that are coming through it. The card that I pulled, if you can see that, is the Eight of Cups, okay? And the Eight of Cups, I love this card. I really, really like this card, okay? But the word that the artist has put alongside this one is abandonment. And I think abandonment, when we use that word, it can bring up a lot of different ideas to what this card actually means, or what I'm actually feeling with this card today. And this card, if we have a look at it, okay, there's somebody there and they're walking out to sea. Behind them is this beautiful, whether it's a sunset or a sunrise, okay, but it's almost like they are walking into the sea. Now, this week we've had quite a lot of cards. We had the Treasure Island yesterday, didn't we? Which was all about the sea, and I do think this is connected with emotions, but it could also be some of you crossing seas as well. Okay, I do feel that that is relevant. And if we have a look at that person, it's almost like they kind of have boots on, which you wouldn't normally put on when you're going into the sea, would you? Their cups are all stacked up here, and there's one missing, and they're walking away from them. They're walking away from their cups. And what this card is, I feel the abandonment within this card is abandoning your old life or your old way of being. Because this card is not a sad card to me, okay? This card is a brave card, and this card is talking a lot about courage. Now, this week we've had a lot of boxes, haven't we, within the cards? It's all about boxes, it's all about being confined, it's all about, having to break free there. And this is almost like they are breaking free, and the water seems a safe place. I spent some time in Cambodia a few years ago, and they have very strong laws on drugs or marijuana or whatever. And everybody used to go out and they used to stand in the sea to have a joint looking at the thing. So if the police came, you could just drop it in the water and say, well, it's not there, but everybody used to wade out and all these people would just stand on the sea. It was always really funny, because there's a peacefulness with it as well. But like I say, this is safe. There's a safeness in the sea, I feel, or a safeness in your emotions, okay? And I really like this. It's almost like the person in this card has been building a life, following these rules, getting the restrictions, getting what they want, getting the house, getting the car, getting all of this material stuff. And then it's like, why am I still not happy? And it's because that material stuff does not fill your soul. Okay. Your soul needs to be happy. Your soul needs to be free. And the person in this has decided once and for all to say, you know what? I don't know what it is that will make me happy, but I am going out in search of it. Okay, I'm leaving behind everything that I've built up, everything I've strived for, because it is not like helping me, and it's not helping my higher good, you know. And this is the thing, happiness is your most important thing. When we're kids, what do we say to kids? What do you want to be when you grow up? And kids will say, I want to be this, or I want to be a footballer, I want to be an astronaut, or whatever. And we tell them, no, you can't be that. That's silly. Be a lawyer, be a doctor, be something like that. That's where the money is. But how many of us say to our kids, you know, do something that makes you happy? Because that is it. I've always said with my daughter, if she said she wanted to be a busker, I would go out and buy her a hat and a guitar. Her happiness is more important, and I've seen her struggle through school because it was all like, I'm supposed to know what I want to do. And I'm like, go out and live and then find out what you want to do. I'm 44-year old and I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but it's all about doing that and breaking free. And this is what I've done at the moment. And it hasn't been easy, but by God, it's been worth it. So this is it. We only get one life and we need to live it to the tune of our song. We don't need to just sing along to other people's, and we don't need to just follow these rules and stuff like that. While I was talking to my friend last night, he was saying to me, God, I just wished I was there with you. It's what am I doing? This isn't me. His creative side isn't being used. And, he said he's been really focusing on the piano and he wants to do that. And he was like, I don't want to come out there and party. I just want to sit on a beach with a couple of cans and, and be in your presence. And it was like, yeah, come out, come out. You haven't got responsibilities there. Come out. And this is it. And to see somebody, when they're feeling it and they're feeling uncomfortable and they're struggling and stuff like that, life is not meant to be a struggle. Spirit do not want you to struggle. They want you to live in abundance. It's the almost like the media, society, these people who inflict these rules on us, they're the ones that want us to struggle, because when we are struggling, they are safe and we are not kicking back like the rebel yesterday that came in. I don't know if anybody has watched a film called La Belle Verte, The Beautiful Green. I'll try and put a link on under this. It's on Vimeo. It keeps getting banned. It's a banned film. It's a French subtitled film, and it is so, so beautiful. It teaches us so much about life. It teaches us where we are going on wrong with life, and it's so funny and comical as well. So I will put a link on this afterwards. It might get took down. I don't know if it does. Then I'm sorry, but it is absolutely beautiful, this film. And this is it. We shouldn't strive to have a good pension and stuff. I mean, yes, that's all very well and good, when we have it. I'm not telling you to be completely reckless, but what I'm saying is look at the cost of what your life is costing you. I like I say, this place where I'm renting here is way above my budget, and it's a struggle. It is really, really a struggle, and it's been causing a lot of issues within my worry. But then I thought, what is it going to cost me to go back? And I thought, I will make it. I'll make it whichever way I can. I will do it. It's almost like I've gone into survival mode, because this life is the life that I have always dreamed of, and this is the way I want to stay. So it's like I say, this is having courage, to do something different, to step out of your comfort zone, abandoning your old life, your old way of being, these old belief systems, and actually living a life where you can step into your authenticity and step into your true you. Because this is it. How many of us actually know the true us? If money was no object to us, what would we be doing? Would we still be doing the same job that we're doing? Because I'm sure that there are many people that wouldn't. Okay, so this is about actually going with what's in your heart, following your heart, seeing. You might not know what it is that'll make you happy, but that is all the fun in finding out. I was talking to a woman the other day who's a singing teacher, and she's amazing. She has this amazing voice and she sings all of the time. And she was saying what she likes is people that don't know they can sing. And she does like a sort of a singing yoga with them. And then this voice comes out and she's like, right. And then people have gone on to be singers after that, but they didn't know that. It was just because they tried, they were brave. She says she'll get me to sing. I don't think she can. I have the worst voice in the world. If she can do that, honestly, she is a miracle worker. But this is the thing, it is, what are you passionate about? It's not what you would die for, it's what you would live for, because that's it. So many people kind of, they just settle and they say, well, this is it, this is my life now, but it's not. We can all change our life at any time, and this is it. We've just got to be brave with it. Whoa, there's cards flying all over. There's the one just, what's that, soulmates just flew off. It's two penguins. But I can't go and pick it up because then I've got to move this. So, right, okay. So this is the Eight of Cups, okay? This is the search for authenticity, the stepping out into the real world, not this fake world, not this false world that you've been led to believe is real. Stepping into the real you and into the real world, okay? And I absolutely love this card. And it's almost, that is it. I'm going to go to the sea this weekend and I'm doing it. I have a friend coming out, moving out next week. They've just said, right, okay, that's it. I'm doing it, And this is what you've got to do. It's never a mistake if you're following your heart, and you can always go back. Nothing is permanent. I don't know if I'll be here permanently. I don't feel I will, but for this time, I am following my heart. And every day when I wake up, even the tough days, it's almost like, I realize that I am blessed beyond measure. But this wasn't an easy move. But it's almost like when I decided to follow my heart, the universe conspired to help me. Okay, and this is not just me. This is all of us. When we get on that authentic path, we find the doors open rather than shut. Obstacles remove themselves. Okay, so that is the Eight of Cups. So I love that. I really love that card. We then have, when I pull the Osho card, we have the clinging to the past, okay? And I don't like this card at all. It's so bizarre because this card is quite colourful, okay? But if we have a look, this person, she's dressed in green or he's dressed in green, whatever, you can't see what gender it is. But there's patches, it's patchwork, it looks old, it looks knackered, it looks tattered, it looks torn. And this is kind of saying, that this is it. Yes, there has been heartbreaks, there's been damages, there has been old things that have happened to us, hurts and whatever, but that is a part of life. We all go through them. But when your heart is weary or when your heart is heavy, that is when you need to do what you can to make it well again. When you stop loving, you stop living. Okay, that's what they're saying there. And it's almost like you need to love life and let life love you. And that is when you will start to shine. Okay, so if we have a look at this person is trapped, their head is trapped in this box. And it's almost like snakes and ladders. They think they're getting up there, and then down they go again against the ladder. It's all this turmoil, it's all this noise. It's like, please stop. And this is what happens when we replay all of the thoughts that have gone in, all of the thoughts, all of the situations, all of everything that has happened to us in the past, and we are not our stories. We can change that at any time. I said this to somebody yesterday. We can rewrite our book. Just because we have been damaged doesn't mean that we cannot heal. Okay, and everything that is damaged can be repaired as well. Okay, but sometimes it's sunshine, sometimes it's seawater, sometimes it's just being free where that healing can take place. Often the healing cannot take place where the damage is being done, okay, because that is counterproductive. So I hope that makes sense. And what's happening in here, we can see the cracks starting to show. So it's almost like this box is ready to break open. When it breaks open, that is when you can breathe again. This is kind of suffocating. There's a champagne glass behind them. There's stars. This is wishes coming true. There's brightness. Look at that sky behind. It pretty much looks like, well, it's exactly the same color, isn't it, as what I'm sitting behind here. And this is it. It's almost like the blue skies are there if you take this box off your head, this box of the past, and allow yourself to see them. Okay, see beyond these four walls or this entrapment that you're in, and see, this world is a big wide world, and it is waiting there for open arms, and it's waiting for you to step into your authentic self. If we have a look in this card, can we see how many like lips there are? And this is all the people, the lip service, like da 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 da, like that all the time, and it's bollocks. People talk bollocks a majority of the time. I'm prone for talking bollocks sometimes, but it's almost like they're not real. They're saying what they want you to say. It's almost like these programs. Can you remember Furbies? And Furbies just used to talk and they were programmed, and this is it. And people go, oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm going here for my holidays. I'm this, when we move to this estate or when we blah, blah. And it's all that, and none of it means nothing. It's like, what do you really yearn for? What makes your soul sing? What makes you cry? These are things with depth and passion, and these are conversations that people don't have, and it's almost like you need this debate. You need to meet other people that are like-minded so that you can sort of bounce off each other. I don't know if that makes sense, but that is when you will thrive. Like I say, I had a 3-hour conversation last night, and I went to bed and I felt so full of love, of gratitude. I had a smile from ear to ear, and it was like, that's it, we've connected again. And he said, you've gone, and and I miss you, and I miss you terribly, which I do him. He's a dear friend, my soul brother. And I said, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still right here, And he went, you are, aren't you? And I said, exactly, I'm still right here, but you need to be here with me. So, like I say, the seed was planted. So, like I say, this is. I'm loving the energy today. I really, really am. And then the Colette Baron Reed card that I picked is Higher Power. And this is a beautiful card, okay? It's very, very gentle, very like rose quartz. And bizarrely enough, my friend said to me last night, I am sitting holding the rose quartz that you give me. So, all right, that's really nice. Um, and this is saying, when we turn off our connection to spirit, when we turn off our intuition, this is when we get stuck in this turmoil, stuck in this box of thoughts and thoughts, which I can't do this, I can't do that, I shouldn't have done that, I should have whatever. The past, we can't change it. Okay, we can't. It doesn't matter how much we worry about it, how much we regret it, how much we feel guilt, how much we think we should have done something different or whatever. It's done. Okay, so there's no use crying over spilt milk here. That is what keeps you in turmoil, and what you need to do is let the past go, let it go with love, learn from it, and then move on to a much happier, brighter, love-filled future. The sea is also very healing and very calming, and this is what it's saying. This is it. Go to the sea, let the sun shine in. You don't even have to be somewhere sunny, but it's let that sun shine in. What is that song? The Age of Aquarius. Like, we are in the Age of Aquarius. This is it. And it's almost like it is about the whole. It's about, what is it? It's about giving love, isn't it? This is what it is, the Age of Aquarius. It's sharing. So this higher power is saying, when you turn off this connection, this is when your soul like dies. It's your soul starts to shrivel. It needs connection. It needs connection to spirit. It needs connection to like-minded people. Connection is what we thrive on. And when we have a look, if we turn it the right way around, we can you see the keyhole there? And it's almost like this is where, in your head are the answers. This is where, if you take that box off, and open your mind, listen to your intuition, this is where the answers will be, because we are being guided every single day, but if we don't take the signs, we're going to end up lost. If we don't follow the signs that spirit are giving us, we're going to end up lost. Okay, and when you're lost, it's kind of like, right, what do I do? And you're standing there and you're looking for somebody to help you, and spirit are saying, well, I tried to show you the way. You just didn't listen. So this is it, taking some time today to just listen, tune into spirit, and actually, ask them questions, and then sit and wait for the answer. You might not get it straight away, but then you might be driving along and you might see something on the bumper of a car. Okay, you might see a sign, you might open a book, and there might be something that resonates to you, because spirit always answer. Okay, it's us that don't always ask. I hope that makes sense. Right. So this is it. Tap into your fields, tap into spirit, and yeah, it's live your life for you, for nobody else, live your life being you as well, because this is what is important. You won't get any medals when you're lying on your deathbed for saying, oh God, yeah, they done overtime every week, or they done everything everybody else wanted to do and put their own life on hold. There's no prizes for martyrs in heaven. It's like I say, when you go up there and you lived your life to the full, that is when you have the party. So I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what we have with spirit. Yeah, there's courage coming through, but like I say, there could be soulmates or something like that, because that card has flew out and it stands staring at me there. Right, okay. Spirit card for the 12th of April, please. I like to shuffle these until one jumps out, So I hope them cards have made sense to you today. I love them. Really, my energy is like really good. It's like, woo, little marvelous what a little bit sun can do. Right, okay, come on, spirit, come on. There's a few wanting to come out. Whoa. There you go. I knew there would be one. And what do we get? There you go. Absolutely beautiful. Look, it's got the blue of the sky. It's got the pink of the rose quartz, which I just talked about. So there you go. It's got the same colors in. Both very, very healing cards. The healing colors. So what this is saying is, don't get so caught up with the everyday drama of life. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow it to carry you to a peaceful space inside your heart, an eternal place beyond time, filled only with love. So that's it. Maybe take some time today to do that. Give yourself 5 minutes and just shut your eyes and imagine you were going somewhere where you feel happy, where you feel the tension going, somewhere where you feel you belong, somewhere where you feel you've got roots, you've got connections, where you actually feel love and you feel that you can give love as well. Okay. Take that with you, that sort of time. Sit with it. Okay. This will allow you to feel still. You will start to feel it within your body, and then when you open your eyes and you snap out of it, look at your surroundings, look at where you are and see, do you still feel that place of peace? Okay. If you don't, then you know that you can go there, because all you've done is shut your eyes and you've just imagined it. And if you can dream it, you can do it. Okay. So that's it. This is a good exercise, I feel, to get you in touch with your feels. A lot of us are that busy that we're distracted and we don't have time to check in and feel, and it's like, why am I feeling so bad? And it's like, well, look at what you're doing, every day. So it's almost like taking yourself down to center. When you shut your eyes and go to this peaceful place, ask spirit for a message, and like I say, you will get one, because this is such a beautiful, beautiful reading, I feel, So I hope that made sense to some of you, okay? And sorry for going on a bit on a tangent, right? Okay, there's this one staring at me here as well. And this one is the artist. And it's saying you hold the infinite power of creation within you, a divine artist. Create something beautiful today. Feel the stars shining. You are one with the universe and nature. The eternal light of creation shines through you forever. You are the artist. You have a blank canvas and you can make it what you want. Okay, all it takes is a little bit courage, a little bit bravery and a whole load of color, and you just slap it on that canvas, and that's it. You can make your own life with that. So, God, I love this. I'm actually going to a talk tonight about creativity as well, and how I was speaking to Spirit the other day, and what came through to me during the talk that I had to do was that creativity is as important as our consciousness, and our imagination is as important as our intuition. Okay, we were doing a talk the other day and it was about going into the unknown, which is exactly what the Eight of Cups is doing. It's going into the unknown. And Spirit said to me, they said, what are your views on the unknown, Tanya? And mine were quite scary at first when you first initially think of it. And then Spirit said to me, it's an unknowing. So you forget what you've known, So it's an unknown. So it's almost like a desensitizing yourself. What is it when people have been to war or spies or whatever, and they take them back so they forget, and this is it. And they said it's not the unknown, it's an unknown. So you learn how to do things again differently with the hindsight of knowing how they worked out before. So I hope that makes sense to you. So yeah, I love that. Right, I'm gonna have a look at the messages here. Sunshine in, face it with a grin, frowners never smile and losers never win. We'll let the sunshine in. That's great. Thank you for that, Mark. My second name is actually Smiles. I don't know if any of you know that, but yeah, that is my second name. I woke up thinking about my rose quartz stones to share with someone. Yeah, okay. This is it. There's messages all of the time, and if you're watching this message, then there is something in it. It might not all resonate for you, but there is something in it, okay? There is something in it, and I never know what is going to come out when I pull the cards. I just come on here and I like, that's it. It's like, right, okay, have my back, Spirit, and they always do, and like I say, this last couple of weeks I've witnessed miracles on levels that I can't believe, but all it is doing is just strengthening my faith every single day. Just setting up your paints as you pull the artist. Yeah, fantastic. I really need to get painting again. I've never painted for years, and that used to be what I'd done, and I really need to. So I'm gonna have to try and find time. I'm just so busy at the moment. I haven't got the time. So it's like I say, I need to get creative again. Do you do readings for us in the States? Yes, I do, Shannon. I do read. I read for people all over the world. If you click the link below, it will take you to my booking form and you can see that. At the moment, because I'm on the island, I'm having a problem with my mobile phone. So if it's a phone reading that you want and you're not in either the UK, if you're not in the UK and you don't, I can only do it if you have WhatsApp. WhatsApp. I always call it WhatsApp, and I get wrong. WhatsApp or via Skype. Okay, they're the ways that I can do them if you're not in the UK. Okay, but yes, I can read from all over the world. I feel stuck, but I put my belief on what you said. Yeah, it's, when we're never really stuck, we're just unsure of where we're going. But like I say, it's all about the Eight of Cups. It's about, you know, taking that first step, and it's almost like the road will start to open up in front of you. Okay, so I hope you like that. I really liked it. I'm all mellow now. It's all really nice. It's like, yeah, I think working outside, I think they like it. Oh wow, 3D art, yeah, you know. But that's it. I bet you've mastered your craft, Maria. You know, I miss you alive when you go back. Well, you can watch them when you come back. There's no time. Time is, you have it on Spirit Time. Spirit Time is very, very different. So watch them when you come back from work. Okay? So, right, I'm going to go now because I'm going to have a cigarette and I don't like smoking on camera. But I'm just going to show you. I don't know if you can see the sea. Can you see the sea there? The sea's just behind them trees. Can you see it? It's just, I just like to say this place. It's just so beautiful. And can you see all the flowers coming out? I don't know if you can see them. There's yellows, there's oranges, there's purples. There's like some of the plants over there. There's a huge crop of aloe vera plants, and they're all just growing wild. And they're like something off Mars. They're like triffids or something. They're fantastic. You know, yeah. Right, okay. How did you find such a place? I didn't. It found me, Kim. I never wanted to come to Ibiza. It's a little island in the Balearic Islands, which is just off Spain. I never wanted to come here. I was always under the impression that it was all glow sticks and parties, and because it's very known for its clubbing and its DJs, and that isn't my type of scene. But Spirit have other plans, and they got me here last July for 5 days. And I only wanted to see one little part. The island is really small, it's about 50 kilometers right the way around it. And within a couple of months, I was living here, and it was all divinely guided. If you had have asked me this time last year, my friend said to me, "What were you doing this time last year?" And I said, "I don't know, I was pretty lost. I didn't know. I knew I wanted to be somewhere, and I didn't know where." And like I say, and when you do my astrological, my astrocartography, it runs right through Ibiza as well, even into the town I'm in. So you go on to, if you want to do your astrological place, go on to astro.com, go on to my astro, sign in as a guest or make a account if you want, and then go all the way down to my astro travel, I think it is, and that is where you can see your astro cartography. Jack on Will and Grace was in Ibiza, was he? Yeah, there's a lot of famous people lived here. It's a very, very magical island, and it's beautiful. It's very expensive, the property here. I mean, to buy a place here, it's just, it is insane. The rents are very, very expensive as well, but it's kind of, you I don't know. I think you pay for what you get. It's there's a reason. I think it's just been voted the most expensive place to live in Europe for accommodation, and that's like it's beaten Saint-Tropez and stuff. It costs more to put a yacht in Ibiza Harbour than it does in Saint-Tropez. So there you go. But I don't know, it's so full of hippies as well. It's like, how do all these hippies afford it? We're desperately, desperately struggling, but it's every day the universe just keeps providing that little bit, So, yeah, I would recommend if anybody, San Antonio is a very different place. That's down the bottom. That's what I thought Ibiza would be like. But definitely not. It's such a beautiful place. Like I say, I was driving up today and I really had a moment of overwhelming thanks and gratitude because it's amazing, you know. So Australia is quite expensive too. Yeah, one of my friends is moving back to Australia in June. So there's a lot of people moving around. We're trying to find our feet. Ibiza is not for everybody. They say the island either embraces you or it kicks you out. I feel like I've been massively embraced by it, but I do know people who have come here and just said, no, it's not for me. But that's the way it is. Can you do one daily message call? Thank you. I already have, Maria. I've done 3. Are you asking me just to do 1 rather than the 3? Or what? I don't know. Because that's what this video is. It's a daily message card. I honestly, it gets so hard to do these. I mean, everybody who watches my videos, they know how I read, especially when I do the monthlies and the weeklies. And I look down and I start to get all of these messages, and it's almost like I'm putting them in like that, and I'm like, right, okay, what is going on? And then I get people messaging going, you don't show the cards, and it's like, but if I was showing the cards, everything, it stops my flow. If I was going on this card, and the thing is, when I read intuitively, so it doesn't really matter what the cards mean, it's the messages I'm getting through. But I suppose you can't please all of the people all of the time, and now I'm just past the point of care, and I do try to do what people like, but I get amazing, beautiful emails every single day of people, saying, that they love my work and that it helps, and that is what I'm here to do, serve. But then when you get the ones of people who are just nitpicking and this and that, and you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't talk to people on lives, you should, and it's like, oh, you know what it is. I just, I'm done with it. I am too blessed to be stressed, I feel. Yes, I do emergency readings, Kim. If you would like an emergency reading, if you could email me or send me a message via Facebook to Love Buddha Tarot Readings, because I don't advertise the emergency readings. So it's basically what I have available that day, and they do get pulled. They do get taken up very quickly. Okay, so I read Monday to Friday. I don't read over the weekend. I don't answer emails during my working hours, after my working hours, sorry, because I really just need to switch off at times, and with people having different time differences, I get emails all through the night, and I had to just put a block on it, okay? But I do get back to people, as soon as I can. I have to go to work, but wanted to say I'll catch you as soon as I can. Thank you, Tanya. Alicat, okay, have a good day at work, okay, and keep smiling. You can't please everybody all of the time, and now it's kind of about pleasing me, and what works for me, and that is not selfish, that is me actually sort of stepping into my power, because when I am pleased and I'm not stressed and I'm living a good life, then everybody who is connected to me, all of my relationships and everything work better as well. Okay. So I'm going to go because that cigarette is calling me. But thank you so much. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, the offer is still on for the Blue Moon offer until the 15th. I think we have the new moon on the 15th, 16th. So the offer is on till then. And if anybody wants to book just a normal reading, the prices do go up on Sunday. So if you want them, then get in quick and get the old prices, okay? So like I say, I am going back to the UK for a week, so I won't be working during that. That's so funny. During that, so if you want one, I've just got a message there. I'm gonna hide it, but there's a message just come up there saying, "Fucking scammer, get a real job and stop robbing vulnerable people." Right, okay. I don't even have to explain that, but I put a lot of hours into my videos that I don't get paid for. I am purposely not actually charging for these videos, and anybody who has had a reading with me, a personal reading, then they will know that there is no truth in that. Okay, so you see what I mean? You're having a bad day, Brian. Maybe listen to the reading, and you might get you might see where this anger and hostility is coming from. Okay, so right, I am gonna go. Right. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much, and I'm sending a lot of love. Okay, I prefer to listen to facts. So why are you here, Brian? If this isn't facts, why are you here? Are you wanting a little bit of attention? Is that what it is? Are you feeling a little bit alone? You're wanting a bit of attention. Come in. It's a very welcoming group. Right. Have a lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow with the Daily Satnam. Right, where do I turn this off?